Welcome to the second stage of Splatterhouse. Stage 2 is quite similar to the first. We start out right near a cleaver, and we'll immediately be punching these bad guys and jumping over puke puddles. That green guy took 2 hits, until we got the cleaver, of course. And here's our first throwing weapon. This wrench will instantly kill any enemy that it hits, but it's one-time use. And these hanging guys falling from the ceiling are reminiscent of the spikes in the floor in the first level, but you can kill them, so it's a lot more fun and quick to deal with them. You may notice that we currently have 5 hearts. That's because I replayed the first level without getting hit, and if you complete a stage, one of your hearts is refilled, up to a maximum of 5. And moving on to the flooded basement of the Splatterhouse. You want to press up to grab that 2x4. And immediately start dealing with these new enemy types. They're quite easy to deal with as long as you're armed. If you do get hit, you will drop your weapon into the water and it can be very easy to lose it. And this first platforming section is quite easy. The spike balls move very slowly, but if you don't expect platforming in this game, the controls aren't exactly ideal for it, and I pretty much got hit by every single one of those spikes my first time through here. Also, the music is slowly building to an insane cacophony, which really drives up the stress level of this area. Let's get out of here before it gets too bad. And the boss of the level is a reference to Poltergeist. You want to stick to the right wall, as these falling items won't drop there, except for the very last one there. As long as you know that, you won't get hit. This possessed chair is quite a pathetic enemy. It still managed to get me, though. Now Rick's giving new meaning to the term knife fight. If you manage to stand on top of one of the knives while it's spinning up into the air, you'll hear weird Pac-Man noises, like so. I guess they had to work in a reference to their other arcade series, wherein you fight the undead with the power of your omnipotent face. And the final enemy is this very fast-moving portrait of an eye. You want to get out of the middle of the room, because that chandelier will instantly kill you and make you redo the boss fight. And we're moving on to the backyard, since that first level was pretty short. And I immediately see something that I really want. That shotgun is going to just obliterate enemies. These new dog enemies will feast on those corpses. Until you disrupt them, then they'll attack you. This second dog will sometimes come in from the left side of the screen, which tends to trip me up. I usually get hit when that happens. These gross fetus slime things. They'll spit puke at you, but they have a unique animation if you blast their head off. Which doesn't cancel the puke spitting attack, though. That's a very easy platforming section. And we're at the checkpoint now, so if we die we go back there, but we want to get grabbed and check out that alternate path. Which is another water section. This one is much, much more difficult than the previous one. Most notably because we are unarmed. The creatures from the Black Lagoon here, they have a longer reach than Rick does, so you have to continue moving towards them while they're attacking you, and if you screw up the timing, you will get hit. It's particularly dangerous if you don't know it's coming, and if you die here, you do get sent to the beginning of this area, not to the checkpoint that we hit. That's kind of a dangerous punishment for screwing up. We did grind up enough of a score to get a third extra life. So that's something, I guess. Pretty lucky that puke attack went over my head there. Ooh, and another shotgun. Just dying to blast everything. And here's Biggie Man. Probably the most iconic enemy of the Splatterhouse series. And for good reason. He's monstrous bag of meat with 2 chainsaws, so he made pretty short work of us. Obviously, we're going to want to not use that shotgun before we meet him next time. We're also going to want to be careful not to get hit on our way there. So we're going to need all the hits we can get. So the second shotgun blast will always send him flying, sometimes bouncing off that back wall. And that's not enough to kill him. We got to do the secret slide move. If you press down and attack while you're landing on a jump, you will slide towards him. And you have to hit him twice with that, which tends to happen automatically, but if you screw that up, you're probably going to die. Biggie Man is not to be messed with. But if you do manage to get past him, if you have enough quarters, you get to move on to this little hallway full of leaping enemies and spears. There's another alternate path if we fall into those holes there, but we definitely don't want to do that because it's very dangerous, and we'll get a chance to see it later on. In fact, we will not have an option to skip it later on. Next we have strange whirring blades in the floor, which can be solved with the power of hopscotch. Then a bat will fly in from off screen. Complete beginner trap, although I have no excuse for why I got hit there. There we go. And the door for this area is purple waviness that is not dangerous to us, for a change. And onto a hall of mirrors. That's kind of nice. Rick checking out his new adornment. And of course, they're possessed. Everything in this house is possessed. The mirror Ricks are pretty quick and can be very dangerous. It's good to stand right out from where they spawn and hit them twice right as they're coming out. Then they only have one more hit left. By far the easiest way to deal with them, although that last hit can still be dangerous to get. I also tend to forget where the last one is. Once we've killed the third one, Rick will automatically move himself to the far right side of the screen. I cannot stop him from running into that wall there. And once again, we're already up to the boss. These first levels are very short. Boss is an inverted cross haunted by severed heads. And I tried to show off that if you slide over a weapon, Rick will automatically pick it up, but he didn't do it this time. I don't know why. This, by the way, is the only axe in the game. This boss is famously easy. You just gotta hack at him with your axe while the heads fly in from off screen. Still managed to screw it up, though. Oh well. Now this boss, the censorship of him is so famous that even I know about it. They removed all the religious imagery from this level, so the cross turned into another severed head, which was orbited by those severed heads we still see right now. And the backgrounds were changed completely to remove all the crosses over the arches there. And also there's a altar at the end that has a cross on it, and that gets changed. Actually, it just gets removed, and the candles that are on it just float in the air. Kinda makes no sense. Now you can just stand here and grind heads for score, get a couple extra lives out of the deal. But if you do that for too long, a weird blue ball that looks kind of like a very poorly drawn Sonic the Hedgehog, like something out of a Lotax LP, will come at you and pretty much instantly kill you. That's it for now. Join me next time when we are reunited with Rick's imperiled paramour.